wanted to ask about something that all of you have mentioned here and there, which is the shale fever. It's a topic we've actually written quite a bit about in a report called Energy 2020. Obviously, a lot of multiple effects, one of them being the US really pushing out net oil imports and being a lot less dependent on, say, the Middle East and oil producers.
Can you speak a little louder?
Sure.
Yeah.
And relative energy security improving vis-a-vis, say, China, a resurgence of energy-intensive industries coming back to the US on the back of very low natural gas prices. So from the perspective of the triangular relationship for the US and China and third countries, clearly this has an impact, and I wanted to get your insights on this. Thank you.
Me? Sure. Yeah. Okay. No, I think I mentioned this in my presentation, I think it will definitely have an impact because, when President Obama visited, he said he wanted to be one of Brazil's best customers, and now he doesn't necessarily need to be one of their best customers. So I think that will have an impact. But shale gas fever is not limited only to the US, and there's going to be new bids really soon in Brazil for shale gas. And there's going to be in Argentina and so on. So I think it's something that nobody was expecting and definitely has an impact. I think ultimately, if you're looking at the triangle back to Brazil, I think it creates more opportunities for China because until the shale gas comes online in China, we don't know how long that's going to be. And in the meantime, they will need to get access to these reserves, and if the U.S. is not as interested, I think it will create more opportunities for China. Having said that, U.S. oil companies are independent entities, and they will pursue their own interests. So if they feel that it's an environment they would like to invest, they will. Mind you, there's a lot of concern among U.S. companies after the Chevron case in November 2011. So I don't know how that is going to play out.
I guess in the Australian side, the key, I think I'd echo Susana's comments that I don't think the shale operations are going to come online in China anytime soon. I think we're looking at a medium-term implementation and probably with a few hiccups along the way. For Australia, again, it's not about oil so much as it is about the mineral side, although natural gas does come into this. And there is a long-term lease in operation off Darwin for natural gas to go to China and to Guangdong province in particular. So yes, there's the fever. If China becomes less energy interdependent, that may well improve the strategic tensions between China and the US. But for Australia, it's more about the sheer economic impact that China is having on the energy and minerals sector in Australia. And I don't see shale gas altering that in the medium term that we're talking about.
Yeah. Shale gas actually is not new to China and to the petroleum industry technically. But it's very new to the business in China and to government as well, very new how to dealing with. And we just learn the experience from US because there is a very real revolution, taking place, in US. We learn that the subsector is booming now as a sector because everything getting ready. But in China, resources is there based on some existing data. We have so big, resources based on the data. We can tell, can be told from the technical persons. But how to develop the type of the resources, very unconventional. We are not ready, know very well how to dealing with them as in terms of management and the regulations. We may think something different. Oil is not new for the world for 100 years, and every country very much compete for oil and cooperate, compete, all the way for the conventional oil and gas. Non-conventional may present a very bright future, for the industry, and may increase the production, oil production, much into the next higher level of the peak oil can be increased. So far, the unconventional almost reached the peak, I believe, cannot be much higher than even taking into account of the deeper water. There's a production almost in the 4 billion terms for year. But if we have taken account of the unconventional shale gas and then apply the same technology into the shale oil, then we can increase the production. This will present the bright future for us. But we have to think about we should do something different. Shale is widely located, but not like the conventional oil and the gas. Then so we should think about how to cooperate it. Now U.S. is the leading country in these regards. China is maybe the follower, and many other countries, for example, Algeria, Poland, or Argentina, Australia, Canada, few countries has existing knowledge and the resource of the shale gas. We may should to create some framework, international framework.